I know you, Rob, from like the man that knows absolutely everything about Leeds, has so much knowledge, loves to go out and about and meeting people and sharing your knowledge. And how has lockdown been for you, and how has it impacted on that kind of your spirit for adventure?
Yeah, well, that is a very good question because I've realised through lockdown that I don't know as much as Leeds as I thought I did, um, because I've been exploring it more, and
Yeah.
even just where I live,
Hmm.
finding out things that I didn't know about. Like, for example, uh, 10 minutes walk up the hill here, there used to be a medieval village, and I've discovered about that, and that's just blown my mind. Um, so yeah, it's it's kind of been creative in a way. I've used lockdown as a, and it's not been easy at all. Been quite a struggle with working, etc. But I've used lockdown to explore where I'm living
Hmm.
because previously I worked in an office and spent a lot of my time in the centre of Leeds,
Yeah.
and I live on the outskirts of Leeds, and I didn't really. I knew my office better than I knew my neighbourhood.
That,
Uh,
that's crazy, isn't it?
yeah, so I've got to know my neighbours more. Um, I've got to know about the medieval village,
And
and
how did you stumble across that? Because, it's not every day we say, oh, there was a medieval village around the corner from me.
yeah. Well, I think I first heard about it. Um, I'm quite curious about. I love old maps and things, and I found it on an old map on I think it was a English heritage map or
Hmm.
something like that, saying it was a national monument. I was like, what? It's next to Asda, and it's up the road, and I've been up there before, but I didn't know anything was there. So I managed to get in touch with some old women from the local historical society recently and go and meet them in an archive, and they gave me um, some information about it, and it's just incredible. It wasn't massive; it was like 5 houses or something,
Yeah.
but there were people living there in the 14th century on this hill, and yeah. But one of the things I really like doing on the weekend is going to the market.
Mm-hmm.
I love cooking, and I love sort of going without a plan and finding stuff which I'll then cook in the evening. Um, Sometimes stuff I've not cooked before, and that's really nice because it feels quite earthy in
Mm.
that you're getting stuff that is sometimes local,
Mm.
um, and they know so much about the produce they're selling. Generally,
They
it's
really
just
do, don't they?
yeah, it's a great experience. I love that. And the other thing that me and my other half are doing is the Leeds Country Way in
Right.
12 parts. So that's something I really look forward to. We're not sort of doing it every weekend, but when we can fit it in
Mm.
and discovering even more bits of Leeds that I didn't know existed. And
Mm.
I mean, it's huge Leeds, isn't it? It's massive.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
reminds me a bit of Sports Direct Leeds because it's like it used to be a tiny village. I've got a map of it on the wall there. It
Yeah.
used to be tiny, and it's just taken over loads of places, like Mike Ashley does with sports shops and flannels and things like that. The Leeds is just becoming this massive place.
It sprawls, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Further and further. Um, so in terms of the country way, then how far along that route are you?
we've got to Carlton in the
Okay.
Rhubarb Triangle.
Yeah.
So that was the last weekend, I think, and it was getting quite dark. I mean, we nearly got get lost in your own city. Well, it's not, you know, in the countryside around your city,
Yeah.
which is I quite like getting lost.